Yeah, I love you too, buddy. I can't see if I'm on camera. Okay, can you look this way, bro? One of the biggest questions I get is, do Cane Corsos make good emotional support animals?
I 100% believe they do.
And there's actually scientific studies on happiness and even just seeing a dog and the joy and happiness it brings. I'm going to show a clip from Dr. Andrew Huberman's podcast talking about happiness in dogs.
Pro-social, pro-happiness effects of pets on humans. In fact, if you want to read up on this, there is a paper out of Yale University on this topic that was published in 2018. The title of the paper is The Influence of Interactions with Dogs on Affect, aka emotion, anxiety, and arousal in children. And animal-assisted activities represent a really potent way to increase people, including children's, feelings of well-being. Dogs themselves don't really have to do much except be present in the room in order for these positive effects, that is, the reductions in anxiety, increases in happiness, etc., to occur. And in fact, they can be very, very brief. As they describe in the paper, brief unstructured interactions with an unfamiliar dog, so you don't even need to know this dog, after exposure to a moderate stressor showed higher positive affect relevant to participants who received a soothing object or waited for the same amount of time. So just even seeing a dog for a brief amount of time has been shown to reduce stress and increase feelings of happiness overall than a child receiving a soothing object. The real question I think we should be asking ourselves is, what is it about interactions with others and with other animals that could potentially have this pro-social happiness enhancing effect? I think many people are interested in either owning or having interactions with pets as a way to improve their feelings of well-being.
It's crazy to me that not even touching a dog, but just walking into a room, seeing a dog, not even if it's your dog,
right,
the amount of happiness it's shown to bring people. I see my dog and I get super happy.
Me too. And even for speaking to strangers seeing a dog, I feel that anytime we take Bruce Wayne or Joey Justice out, I see the response it elicits in people.
Check out my TJ Maxx video that went up today, actually.
That
and
shows it.
Everyone was just smiling seeing these dogs.
People were just gathering around, and you could just tell people walked away with smiles on their face. To me, I always think, I hope we boosted their mood or made their day a little.
I know Bruce and Justice bring so many people on the channel joy. Like, there's so many people that just enjoy seeing the dogs, and it makes me so happy that I can bring happiness and emotional support through these dogs to you guys through the camera. So yes, Cane Corsos make great emotional support dogs, but you really have to make sure you're understanding what you're doing with a dog, and you have to train them properly, lead them properly. They're definitely not a first-time dog owner. I have plenty of other videos up on that, so I'm not going to get into it. I feel like Bruce is my emotional support animal.
I feel that he is as well. I mean, mine too, but I see it more so with Jason.
She probably sees more than I actually realize.
I think it goes without saying that in order for this breed to be your emotional support dog, I think the leadership and training needs to be established, and you are the alpha in this dynamic with him, so Bruce looks to you for everything. So over the years, I've seen, even with Jason, he's talked a bit on here with his Lyme's disease and some of the stuff that he struggles with. Bruce, literally, I feel sometimes will know when he's having a rough day before Jason even vocalizes it to me. I'll be able to know if Jason's not having a great day because of the way Bruce looks to him. In his eyes, I can see it very much so, where he's concerned or he needs to kind of keep tabs on where Jason is. It's quite amazing how I can tell through Bruce what he sees in Jason that day. And if Jason's having a rough day, I'll notice Bruce will be there next to him more than normal. I mean, he always wants to be next to Jason, but he'll make sure he's near him, kind of going over to him more, wiggling more, maybe giving him more kisses, very quick to jump on the couch and lay down next to him and cuddle up to him. And you can tell he almost, it seems it's his job to make sure that he can maybe boost Jason's spirits that day or just provide a little bit of even physical touch or companionship.
That wasn't there right off the bat either.
Definitely not.
So I don't want people to get a dog for an emotional support animal, for example, and expect to have that support right away. The support is a two-way street. All your dog has is you. So all they want is your love, attention, and leadership. So if you can provide that to them, then in turn, over time, you're going to build that bond, build that communication,
Right.
where they're going to want to also be loving you all the time and supporting you. He's very tired today.
He is. But yeah, that's why I mentioned the leadership and training is key. Jason and Bruce Wayne's bond is like nothing else I've ever seen. So that has to be established.
Yeah, and Justice's bond is getting very stronger with me and Kara.
Very
You know,
much
we always talk about Bruce, and everyone's like, well, what about Justice? I'm like,
Yeah.
Justice isn't
Takes
there
time.
yet.
Yeah.
You know, I love Justice a ton, but
too.
it takes time to build like this kind of relationship that
Right.
it took years.
Yeah.
You know, of course, we bonded with Justice right away, but it's a different level.
Right.
And that's what you want with an emotional support animal. You want that different level. Dr. Andrew Huberman talks about the emotional response of children, like where they are giving a soothing object. Seeing a dog elicits more of a happiness feeling than receiving that object.
To me, that's wild to think about because as a kid, I know for me, I just wanted objects. I wanted toys. I wanted
Everything.
things of that nature. It's really kind of eye-opening to see it from that perspective from a kid, but also makes sense because I think about when we're taking Bruce Wayne and Joey Justice around, when we see little kids, I think they beeline to these dogs sometimes. Yes. They may either be scared, that happens too, but other times they're just like,
look at that big dog.
Dogs! And they just kind of,
so big
they have to touch them.
He looks like a big old bear.
Toy.
You know? So yeah, just even being in the same room with a dog, you don't even have to touch them, is going to, you know, bring out happiness in quite a few people.
I'm that way. I mean, geez, we're driving down the street and I see a dog in someone's yard and we could be mid-deep conversation and I'm interrupting to say it's a dog and it makes me happy.
Yeah. Bruce is calming to me. He is
calming.
like, I was just out like sitting on the floor, he was on the couch and I just had my head on him and I fell asleep because I'm tired.
Yeah.
I don't fall asleep during the day often, but his energy is so calming.
Yeah.
He makes me feel at peace. He makes me feel like everything's right in the world, which on the flip side, he's got an issue going on right now. We're not sure exactly what. I'll update you guys in a vlog. I get stressed out of my mind because I love this dog so much.
I know.
So you also have to be prepared for that because nothing lasts forever. And unfortunately, dogs are only with us for a short amount of time. 10, 12 years goes by in the blink of an eye. So you also have to think about that aspect of if an emotional support animal is right for you, because most likely they're not going to be there for your entire life.
No one escapes death, unfortunately.
Getting out in the nature, getting outside, getting sunlight makes you happiness.
Yeah.
You're almost forced to do that when you have a dog because you have to take care of them. You have to bring them outside, take them on walks. So not only are you getting the support of your dog and it's bringing you happiness, you're moving more, you're getting sunlight, you're getting out in nature, which is also gonna, you know, make you feel happy or make you feel better. It's like a package deal almost.
Yeah, it's a domino effect of
Yes,
good
a
stuff
domino
that
effect.
comes your way.
To go breed specific, Corsos love so hard. They love their people. So I'm sure you'll agree, it's an amazing feeling knowing if I go out and I come home, I know I'm coming home to these amazing creatures and wife that are just gonna love me so hard. And you can just tell by the way Bruce is interacting with Kara right now.
Yeah.
And you can just tell by the look in his eyes. He just wants to love. You just want to love us, huh, buddy? You just want to love
It
us.
is different breed specific from owning an English Bulldog where I loved that dog with my entire being, but he had a different way of showing love and it definitely was not the same way as these dogs. His way of showing love was, I'll be in the same room with you, but that's about as close to you as I'm gonna get.
Yes.
It wasn't gonna provide the same kind of energy and affection and love that a Cane Corso does.
Yes, and physical touch is a huge part of bringing happiness. Playing with Kara's hair, it's going to make her
makes me
feel
feel
happy.
special.
An English Bulldog that we had that didn't want to cuddle versus a dog that wants to be touched and wants to be laying on you and wants to be like hugging you and like just leaning up against you. That physical touch is going to calm you down a lot of the times.
True.
Not everyone, but for me, it's going to calm me down. I can just focus on, if I'm leaning on Bruce, I can just focus on his breathing.
The weight of him,
the weight of
the
him.
warmth of him. I feel that this would be comparable. It'd be fair to say to research on weighted blankets and the efficacy of those in terms of providing therapeutic emotions. Even when he just lays his head on my my lap or against my shoulder. There's something about it that's so comforting.
And at night,
it just brings my heart rate down.
At night, they're breathing. It'll just put you to sleep.
It does.
Yeah.
I just want their breathing recorded on repeat so I can listen to it forever.
Yes.
It's so calming.
I hope that answered everyone's questions on if Cane Corsos make good emotional support animals. They definitely do. Amazing training courses, guys, linked in the description box below. If you don't know how to train a dog, or if you want to up your leadership skills, because being a proper leader to your dog is going to give you this canine companionship you're looking for.
Yeah.
Check out the link in the description. Tons of training courses. Use code JASON to save 10%. And last but not least, we got amazing merch down there. This sweatshirt, which is also in black. It's got Corso on the back.
Love it.
This t-shirt, the best-selling Corso t-shirt on the planet. Thanks for all the love and support, guys. Until next time, we will see you later. Peace.